Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle one of those grammar points that, let's be honest, can feel like a total monster to a lot of people, the past perfect tense. But I promise, by the end of this, we're going to break it all down and demystify it for good. So, let's jump right in.
Yeah. Does this feel familiar? This Arabic expression, which is kind of like saying, "Oh my goodness," is the exact reaction so many of us have when we hear the words perfect tense. It's that, "Oh no, not this again" feeling, right? We've all been there.
So, here's the big question, isn't it? Is the past perfect really that hard? Well, today, we're going to find out. We're going to pull back the curtain and see what's actually going on. And I think you're going to be pretty surprised at just how simple and useful it is.
Okay, so first up, the past before past. This is it. This is the core idea. And honestly, this little nickname, it's everything. It's the whole secret right here.
Okay, I'm about to say something that might sound a little crazy, but stick with me here. The past perfect is actually one of the easiest tenses in English. For real. Why? Because its job is super specific and its structure is incredibly consistent.
So, here's the deal. We use the past perfect when we're already talking about the past, but we need to jump back and mention something that happened even earlier. It's literally the past before the past. That's it. Seriously, that's the entire secret right there.
And you know what? Here's the absolute best way to think about it. Imagine you're watching a movie. The main story is happening in the past, right? But then, all of a sudden, a character has a memory, a flashback to something that happened years before the main story. That flashback, that's the past perfect. This timeline here, it shows it perfectly. We're at a certain point in the past, but the action we're describing, that little X, it was already finished before we got to that point. It's the story behind the story. All right, so we get what it is now. So how do we actually build it? Let's look at the simple formula. And trust me, this part is super simple. You're going to love this. The formula is so simple and it never changes. It's always had plus the past participle of the verb. That's it. And this is the best part, honestly. The word had doesn't care who the subject is. I had, you had, he had, she had, they had. It's always the same, no changes. How easy is that? Then you just pop on the past participle, the third form of the verb, like eaten, seen, or finished.
Okay, pro tip for you. Keep an eye out for these signal words. Words like after, before, and by the time are all about putting events in order, which is exactly what the past perfect does. When you see one of these, your grammar alarm should start ringing.
All right, moving on to the big one. Past versus past perfect. This is where most of the confusion happens, so let's clear it up right now by looking at them side by side.
Just look at this. On the left, simple past. I went to the store. Fine. It's one event. It's over. But on the right, I had gone to the store before it closed. See the difference? There are two past events, going to the store and the store closing. The past perfect shows us which one happened first. I went, then it closed. It gives us the sequence. Okay, let's talk about a few common mistakes to watch out for. Knowing these will make you feel way more confident when you're using this tense.
First off, making it negative. A lot of people try to use didn't, but that's the helper verb for the simple past. The past perfect has its own helper verb, had, so you just add not to it. It's not didn't been, it's always hadn't been. Now this one's a biggie. Remember the formula? It's had plus the past participle. That's the third form of the verb. So it's not ride, rode, it's ride, rode, ridden. You've got to use that third form. I had ridden, I had eaten, I had seen.
And last but not least, a really important one, regrets. When you're talking about something you wish was different in the past, you need the past perfect. You're talking about a hypothetical past, so you wouldn't say, I wish I went. The correct way to express that regret is, I wish I had gone. All right, let's bring it all home. Because look, this isn't just some boring grammar rule you have to memorize. This is a new tool for your toolbox, a powerful storytelling tool. So let's just boil it all down to 3 easy steps. Step 1, what is it? Simple, the past before the past. Step 2, how do you build it? Even simpler, had plus the past participle. And step 3, when do you use it? When you need to show the order of 2 things that happened in the past. That's the whole thing.
So, I want to leave you with a final thought. The past perfect isn't about passing a test. It's about leveling up your storytelling. Think about a story from your own life, maybe one with a twist or a flashback. Now that you know the secret, how could you use the past perfect to tell that story even better? Thanks for joining me.